Looking at all these bottles, which one do you think is the real workhorse behind the bar? A. Liqueur, B. Syrup, C. Spirit, and D. Saline solution. Think about it for a second. Now let me know your guess in the comments. If you said saline, you're close, and you know we love to use it on cocktail time, but the real answer is syrup. Why? It's the ingredient that shows up everywhere, in cocktails, mocktails, lemonades, tea, coffee, you name it. It's not just sugar in liquid form. Syrup gives us sweetness, texture, and flavor. It balances drinks and elevates them. And the best part, you can use it to make so many other ingredients at home. Today I'll show you how to turn syrup into a soda, a cordial, a liqueur, a shrub, and more. Plus, a few cocktail ideas for you to use them in. Let's get started. It's cocktail time.
It's cocktail time.
Today's episode is brought to you by Liber Co. They've been my go-to syrup company for years now. They use fresh ingredients to create syrups with incredible depth of flavor. And I'm happy to announce that for this episode, they've offered a special discount for our friends of cocktails. And just as exciting, Liber Co. is now available in Europe as well. More about all of this when we reach the bottom of the glass, so stick around. Now let's start with something simple, turning your syrup into a soda. You'll want something that already has some acidity, and Liber Co.'s fiery ginger syrup checks all the boxes, including a nice fiery kick that I want in my ginger beer. They make it with whole ginger root, freshly pressed for intense spice and heat. Perfect for homemade ginger beer or Moscow mules. I'll make myself a quick and easy ginger beer, so I'll have something to sip on as we discuss more syrup applications. Starting with a glass full of ice, I first add 1 ounce or 30 ml of our ginger syrup. Then simply top it up with 170 grams of soda water. Give it a gentle stir to mix, and your instant ginger beer is ready to be enjoyed. Homemade ginger soda with real ginger flavor. You can also make small bottles of soda, using these 200 ml bottles. Or a bigger batch with something like the Easy Twist and Sparkle. Just up the amounts to 5 ounces, or 150 ml of syrup, and add 850 grams of cold water, before charging it with the CO2 cartridge. Chill and enjoy. Either way, this is usually my go-to drink while I'm working behind the bar. And here are a few more easy soda ideas from the Liber Co. lineup of syrups. Now let's take it a step further. We can turn a syrup into a cordial. Liber Co. also makes ready-to-use cordials, like their real red grapefruit, blood orange, or lemon lavender. They're packed with real juice and bright layered flavors, but you can also make your own at home with any syrup you want. We'll do that now with a tropical passion fruit syrup. You can mix your choice of syrup with either super juice or a 6% acid solution, and based on the syrup, you can just adjust the ratios. With something like passion fruit, which already has some acidity on its own, we'll go with a 2:1 ratio of syrup to lime super juice. For other syrups, or if you just want more tartness, you can go with 2 to 1.5 or even 1:1. So I'm simply mixing 6 ounces or 180 ml of Liber Co.'s tropical passion fruit syrup with 3 ounces or 90 ml of lime super juice. Stir it well to fully combine, or let the magnetic stir do that for you. And that's your cordial, richer, brighter, and more balanced than just syrup. Simply mix this with a spirit, and you'll have the combination of sweet, sour, and plenty of flavor, ready to be shaken into your next cocktail. Speaking of which, our Passionfruit Cordial would work great in these easy recipes. Cheers! We've covered the soda and the cordial. Now let's make a quick and easy liqueur. That can be a great hack for many reasons. 1. You don't have to buy a whole bottle of liqueur for 1 or 2 special cocktails, so that saves you money and shelf space. And 2. You can create a quick DIY liqueur that can make a great gift. I'll give you a few ideas in a second. But now, let's make a DIY version of Creme de Mure using Liber Co.'s Marion Blackberry Syrup, made from Marion berries that are unique to Oregon. They bring an intensely sweet and tart flavor that will be perfect for the Bramble cocktail. Simply mix equal parts of blackberry syrup with vodka. And that's basically it. The flavor will fully develop after a day or 2. But even now, we have a wonderful liqueur that you just need to bottle, add a label, and it's ready to be enjoyed. You can use this simple formula with a combination of different flavored syrups and spirits. Here are just some ideas, but feel free to experiment and share your ideas in the comments. And our final category is shrubs. These are old school mixers made by combining syrup with vinegar, giving you a sweet, tangy ingredient that adds sweetness, acidity, and complexity to cocktails and non-alcoholic drinks. I love finding ways of using them, and if you haven't yet, you're missing out. Liber Co already know this, as their lineup includes the Texas Grapefruit Shrub, made with Rio Red Texas grapefruit, cane sugar, and champagne vinegar. But there are so many other flavor pairings that can bring your cocktail game to a new level. Let's try one with their Yakima Valley peach syrup. I'm pretty sure other states, especially Georgia, would have something to say, but according to Liber Co, Washington's Yakima Valley is a place where the nation's best tasting peaches can be found. I can just say the syrup really tastes great and has a rich, ripe sweetness. More importantly, when you combine 6 ounces or 180 ml of it with 2 ounces or 60 ml of apple cider vinegar, you'll create an amazing shrub. This one is extra special because this is homemade vinegar, made by my mom, from apples in her back garden. Can't beat that. Once it's mixed and bottled, you can use it as a sweet and sour component of your next cocktail, similarly to a cordial. Here are a few recipes. And if you'd like to experiment with other flavors, here are a few ideas on what I think would work well together. Now you see why syrups are the most versatile ingredient behind the bar. They're not just sweeteners, they're your shortcut to sodas, cordials, liqueurs, shrubs, and endless creativity. So I'm happy to announce that Liber Co is giving our friends of cocktails a special discount for 3 weeks, starting with the drop of this episode. Enter Kevin15 at checkout to get 15% off on all syrups on their website. We'll link it below, of course. And just as exciting is the fact that Liber Co is now available in Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. And they're working on being available in even more countries, so let's hope that happens really soon. I feel like with all the different recipes and techniques we've covered today, it's not a question of if, it's a question of which ones should you pick. And if there are any other questions you would like to ask me directly, that's available to our Wall of Fame members on our Patreon via live stream, with me and the Cocktail Time team. I look forward to hearing from our 2 new members who joined recently, Panos Fotis and Brody. Panos even selected a specific brick for his name. Welcome to the set of Cocktail Time, and thank you for the support. Here's a little extra thank you to both for the yearly pledge, a signed version of the printed Super Ingredients ebook. And I hopefully see you all in the next one. Same place, same time. Cheers.